Here I go.
Yep. Good to go.
And we're here for puck drop of the first game of the quarterfinals. Clifford not taking the face off. It looks like Dripsky's going to go in for him. That is a new adjustment for the Germans. Grimace, as always, taking it for the Czechs. And Dripsky's able to win that one, trying to get it up to Clifford, but it just gets blocked there by Aloydia. The Germans still in possession, though, trying to get it deep, and they get the first shot in net with a great save by Ninja Chop Drew. Here come the Czechs the other way. Blocked at the line by Shug. Trying to get that one in deep, but they're just blocked at the blue line by the Czechs. Bouncing back and forth. Here's Dripsky with it. Gets around Aloydia. Pulls it back with a shot. Oh my God. And just like that, we're going to see an own goal. Dripsky. I don't even have words for that.
That was quite the move that ended in a Grimace own goal. And this is a completely different look for the Germans than what they showed the last time these two teams met. There.
Perfect not to take the draw this time, and he does win that one. Looks to make the same play the Germans tried to make, but again, just blocked by the defender. They are able to get it deep. Battling on the wall with Grimace is Clifford. Pulls it back to himself, tries to get that one over for Dripsky. Dripsky in possession now. Dodges the hit. Pulls that one back beside the net. Taken away by the perfect nut, and that's able to be cleared, but the Germans are there to regroup. Never mind, Grimace is in possession now, but it's blocked away by Shug. And here comes Clifford. Clifford's going to take this one behind the net, trying to get it out front. Not quite. Back to Dripsky in the corner. Dripsky with a shot on net. Great save by Ninja Chop Drew. And another save. And here are the Czechs with time in their own zone. Trying to go over to the Giat. He's going to try to take this one back in his zone, but he whiffs on the puck. Germans applying all the pressure right now. And here's Grimace the other way. Grimace around two. Grimace pulls it back. Grimace in front to the Giat. Shot. Blocked by Dripsky. Perfect nut on it. Can't quite get it, but it goes over to Grimace now. Grimace backs off of it, trying to take another approach, and he gives Clifford the clear, and it's over to Dripsky. Dripsky on a 2-on-1. Can't quite get it, and a great defensive play by the Giat. And here's the perfect nut with it. Up to Grimace. Grimace trying to go out front, but no one's there, and Freezy's there to pick this one up. Can't get the clear, and here's Grimace now out in front. Back out in front. No one's there again. No one's able to really get anything going here. Just going back and forth through the neutral zone now. Here's perfect nut with time and space. Trying to go up to Grimace. Grimace with space. Can't quite get the shot off. Good defensive play by Clifford. Weird bounce off the wall. And it pops out into the safety of Dripsky, and he's able to get the clear over to Clifford. Clifford can't get around the perfect nut. He's just going to dump this one back over in the neutral zone. It's going back and forth, and here's an opportunity. 2-on-0. Quick shot from behind the blue line. And a great save by Ninja Chop Drew.
An awful change for the Czechs. I believe Grimace went to the bench there, and no one hopped on to play defense, and they got caught. 2 players behind their front line.
Clifford with all the time and space in the world and an attacker with him, and he elects to shoot it from behind the blue line. I mean, he is a goal scorer. That's an interesting play, and oh my goodness, Clifford just ran the goalie.
Oh my, someone's got to answer the bell for that one. They're trying to rattle Ninja Chop Drew. He's settled into this game, making a couple key saves here on that 2-on-0 and another little rush there for Clifford, and they're trying to get in his head, crashing the net hard there. You know, it's gonna happen in an intense elimination game like this. You know, you got to go hard to the net, try to jam those in. But yeah, that one can't go unanswered.
The Germans are, oh my goodness, right off the draw. Grimace shoots this one far side. And that's our, I believe our second power play goal of the tournament. Could be wrong there.
Well, we said it needed to be answered, and they answered it on the scoreboard there. That's a nice little face-off play. I believe that was Nut just drawing it back, throwing it over to Grimace, and Grimace buries that far side.
What I was about to say was that the Germans have been just peppering the Czechs 5 shots to 0, and just like that, you can see the backup goalie for the Germans there. Apparently, they didn't have a budget there for the pad setup, and he's just in the all whites.
This is just the first set they found in the storage closet.
Yeah, they just scrambled for the emergency e-bug here. Might not have a Zamboni for the intermission. Might have to have Cookie Monster step down from the panel. Here's Grimace with an opportunity, and a great save by Angry Ginger Boy. Pops back out with the rebound. The Gyat with it going out front to Grimace, cleared away by Clifford. Here's the perfect nut with some time and space, trying to get around Clifford. Just can't. Clifford trying to go over to Freezy. Pass doesn't go through. Just going back and forth again through the neutral zone. Common theme between these teams. Czechia able to dump this one in, but Shug's there to retrieve it and dump this away. But here's Grimace with an opportunity, and Shug gets there just before him. He's going to go off the wall to Clifford. Here's Clifford with some space. Takes a shot, and it's gloved down by Ninja Chop Drew. He's going to drop this one, and Eloidia is there. But pressure's on by the Germans, but Eloidia breaks free. He's trying to go up to Grimace now. The Gyat. The Gyat with it. With some space. Over to Grimace in the slot. Grimace back over the Gyat. Can't quite get the shot off. Czechia still in possession. Eloidia over to Grimace. Here's Grimace. Grimace around 2. Can't quite get the pass on that pullback. 2 defenders on him, but he does have some space now, trying to get that one out front, and that's going to do it for the first period. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a very intense first there. A lot of back and forth going on, especially towards the end of that period. Momentum definitely swinging back in favor of the Czechs after that penalty for Clifford.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like the Germans had it for most of that period, but it was just as soon as Clifford got that interference call, or goalie interference, I might say, something in the Czechias, their blood started boiling, and they got on the score sheet right away. They're not a very physical team. I mean,
no one really
Germany,
has been
though,
in this tournament. Not a lot of hitting. In this international play, a lot of teams are sort of filling each other out offensively, and there hasn't been a lot of physicality going anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting second period here. It seems like Czechia does have most of the momentum going into this. What's your prediction for the end of the second period score?
I think there's a good chance we come out of this one at 2-2. Both goalies sort of getting a hang of it now. Both of them let in the first shot they saw, but starting to get their feet under them. Ninja Chop Drew obviously made 4 consecutive saves now. He's looking as solid as he normally does in these games. And who is it? Angry Ginger Boy, I believe, in net for the Germans, is also starting to get a feel for it in his first start.
And we're right into it. Perfect nut with another face-off win. Over to Grimace. Back to the perfect nut. Can't quite get it. And here's the perfect nut the other way. Trying to get around Shug. Almost gets through there. I don't know how he almost managed that, but here's Grimace. Prime opportunity right off of Angry Ginger Boy, and that's a nice save. He's going to drop this one out. Shug there to grab it. Shug's going to take this one up the wall, but it's blocked away by Eloidia. Eloidia gets around 1, trying to get that one out front. Clifford with an aggressive back check. He's going to try to take this one up himself. Never mind, over to Dripsky. Dripsky battling in the corner, trying to get it out front to the point to Clifford. Clifford's going to dump that one back in. Shug's there to retrieve it. A little bit of a mismatch on positioning for the Germans. Shug's trying to make something of it, but he can't quite. Czechia is able to get the clear, but Clifford sends this one right back in. And here comes Grimace. Grimace almost gets through, and a big hit by Freezy. I mean, we weren't talking about a physical game, but maybe they heard that from down there, and it's going to get a little bit more chippy here going forward.
A great defensive play there from the rookie. So what they need here to start setting up.
And here's Shug trying to get around the Giat. Can't quite. Giat takes it down the other way into the German territory. Sends this one up to Grimace. Grimace with a quick shot, gloved down by Angry Ginger Boy for the save.
You know, the Giat, another rookie in this tournament, has not played too much yet. He was rostered as a goaltender for the Czechs, but taking a game up front, and he's actually been really solid so far in this one.
Great opportunity by Perfect Nut right off the draw, but it's just poked away. Trying to make something up there, but looks like they maybe didn't receive the pass quite well. And here comes the Germans the other way. Clifford almost gets around. Perfect Nut's able to send the one up to the Giat. It's a 2-on-0. The Giat trying to go over to Grimace. Doesn't quite get there. I mean, that's a time where you're a rookie. You haven't been in this league that long. You've got to be a little selfish there and take the shot.
For sure.
That's a pretty hard pass to make. Sure.
He's trying to get a little flashy with it, trying to be a playmaker.
Oh, he broke the stick here. Sorry to cut you off there.
All good.
That was a great opportunity. Sorry, as you were saying.
No, I was just saying, you know, you want to make a good impression, and you know, obviously be a team player. Build an environment where your guys are going to give you the puck back. So I can see why he tried that, but definitely just not the time there.
Here's Dripsky in alone. Dripsky. What a back check by Aloydia. Aloydia is able to get this one over to Grimace, up to the Perfect Nut. He's going to take this one just past the blue line over to Grimace. Grimace into the corner, back out front to the slot, but Shug is there. Grimace able to retrieve back the puck, and he's going to go around Shug and just dump this one in and go for a line change. Perfect Nut, hard pressure. Clifford not able to get this one out. Does find some space, doesn't quite get the pass out. That's a scary opportunity for Czechia. Perfect Nut with the shot, and Angry Ginger Boy with another save.
Ginger's looking great here. Doing everything they need him to early in this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for goalies to make those. Oh, wow.
That was just
interference right off the draw. Looks like that may have been accidental, but Germany's going to go to the power play.
Definitely accidental, but that was not what the Czechs need at all. Finally got some momentum going. 5 straight shots. Their offense is buzzing, and the rookie Giat we were just saying he's been great so far, but he's took a costly penalty here.
Perfect Nut with a clean win, and he's able to clear the zone, killing off the first 10 seconds of this power play. And here's Shug with some space, slowly making his way up the neutral zone. Over to Dripsky. Dripsky alone. Looks like he hit that one just a little bit too far, and the Czechs are able to get another clear. And they're able to kill off another 10 seconds of this penalty kill with just 20 seconds to remain here. Shug, quick shot. Saved by Ninja Chop Drew, and he just reads that one. I mean, he's a veteran goalie. He's not going to fall for a shot like that. You got to get him moving.
For sure. Every once in a while, those little ones from outside the zone will sneak in. They can be tricky to track through some traffic at the point, but he's on top of that one.
Perfect Nut. Very good on these face-offs. He's a new pickup for Czechia, and he's been helping a lot on this penalty kill. Here's Dripsky. Dripsky with a shot blocked down by Grimace, and they're going to kill this penalty. Dripsky with a nice move to get around Grimace, gets around the yacht, trying to get the shot off the pullback, but Grimace gets there right in time. But here's Clifford the other way. Clifford over to Dripsky. Oh my Lord. What an opportunity there, and it looks like Czechia barely got a hit on that, and they're going to go right back in the box for interference. The Germans are right back on the power play.
That play happened real quick. I didn't even see the hit from... I barely saw the hit from Aloydia that took that penalty. I thought it was actually one of the Germans taking the penalty for a second there. Sort of seemed like they stopped a scoring chance with it.
That looked like it might have been a little bit of payback for that goalie interference earlier. Aloydia saw
throwing the body
Clifford looking like a deer with his headlights, and he just ran him. And he's going to go to the box for that, but he is going to make a point because Czechia knows how to kill. They're not a team that's afraid to kill.
They're being smart with it here, not pressuring too much, sort of letting on both of these power plays here. They're just setting up, taking away the pass options in the corners and making Shug do something with it.
And they do get it over to Dripsky. Ninja Chop Drew's able to just track that one down, and it's a great save again. He's been looking stellar tonight.
He's locked in, just like he was last time these two met.
Let's talk about that setup, though, because that could be why.
That is an elite setup, and if that's the reason why, then he's going to have to get in touch with his brand reps before the regular season starts and make sure he's looking just as good. Oh, and we've jinxed
Clifford over to Dripsky, far side, and as we say it, we jinx it, and they strike first in the second with just 10 seconds to remain. It is 2-1 for the Germans.
There's a beautiful zone entry pass by Clifford, just dishes it off to Dripsky, who bangs that one home. Can't ask for much more of a nice offensive setup there from the Germans. They take advantage of the dying seconds of that power play.
They kind of realized the stretch passes weren't really working, and they've been getting a little bit in tighter and just kind of forcing it through to get the shot off.
For sure.
And that one works.
That was
there's another quick shot. Clifford off the face-off. Another save by Ninja Chop Drew. That's going to do it for the second. The Czechia got to rethink. They got to find another strategy because whatever they're doing, they got to stop. They got to stay out of the box. I know I said they're not a team afraid to kill, but going into the third year, they can't afford to take any more penalties.
No, they really can. This has been a fairly clean tournament for most teams. Really, we've not seen too many power plays happen sort of any which way. There's been a fight or two here and there, but it's been pretty tame all around there. Like you said, towards the dying portions of that period, the Czechs have really been taking away a lot of these stretch opportunities that the Germans were looking for, especially on that power play. They were trying to set the Clifford and Grimace, I believe. Grimace or Dripsky up on the corners there and look for just that stretch zone entry pass and throw the puck on net from the corner. And the Czechs are doing a nice job to just set up, make sure that those passes weren't on options, and force Shug to do something with the puck, which he seemed incredibly unwilling to do.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. You know I like to score, and I'm taking that shot 9 times out of 10. Because, you got a defender. He's coming back straight to the middle. He's not there to get he's not fast enough to get to that shot. You got to take that. You got to have a little bit of awareness there. I know he's had that awareness in the junior leagues, but now he's at this international level. Maybe he's a little nervous. He's got Grimace on his wing, a veteran in the league, but, I mean, stars don't make themselves.
Well, especially it's a free P3 opportunity. You're coming in from the neutral zone there. That's a prime opportunity to just walk in, rip a hard slap shot from the point, and, see what happens. Crash the net on that.
Perfect nut with yet again another face-off win, and Aloydia is able to get this one in deep, trying to get it over, make something happen, not able to. Just going back and forth in the neutral zone, and misplay here. Ooh. Perfect nut just wide with a great opportunity.
Can't miss the net there.
We'll see what the Czechs can do. They do keep it in deep. Perfect nut trying to get this one into the middle. Germany's able to clear it. And here's Shug. Shug with a little bit of space takes the shot. Saved by Ninja Chop Drew. He's going to drop this one out for Grimace. Grimace over to the perfect nut. Perfect Nut, trying to get this one off the boards, but Clifford's able to get it. Aloydia, though, right back up to the Perfect Nut. Perfect Nut back over to Aloydia. Pass doesn't quite get through. Germans come the other way. Here's Clifford with some space. Clifford out in front. What a stick by Perfect Nut. It is a high stick, but
So just
if I'm his coach,
reached out there
I'm not
one-handed
complaining
and
about
knocked that one down before Clifford could put it on net, though. Sort of a pointless one as
Great
Clifford
hand
is
eye.
throwing it from behind the net there.
Czech's not really known for their baseball, but I believe he does have dual citizenship with the Dominican.
A lot of
And here's the Perfect Nut the other way. Perfect Nut trying to get the shot off. Freezy 310 with a great back check, and he's trying to make a name for himself here. Perfect Nut battling in the corner.
Ooh.
Does get that one out front. Bounces off the German player. Angry Ginger Boy is able to glove that one down. That is always a scary one. I know yourself as a goalie, you can attest to that.
That was just a great job, jumping on that. It can be tough in those puck battles. It's getting knocked around, sticks to feed, and getting pushed on net. And that was a great job to jump on it and get a whistle.
Perfect Nut, quick shot off the draw. Here comes Dripsky the other way, trying to get this one over to someone. No one's there. Grimace is able to retrieve it and pass this one back over to Aloydia. He's in deep with a hard forecheck. Looks to get this one over to the Gyat. He does.
So
And
close.
a great aggressive poke check by Angry Ginger Boy. That was a for sure goal if he didn't poke that. Here's Grimace the other way, back out front. Shot just goes wide. Czechia really applying the pressure now. They're in a do-or-die situation in this tournament, trying to get a goal here. Pops out to Dripsky. He's in alone. Dripsky in alone. Shot scores.
A costly mistake for the Czechs. They pinch 3 hard at the blue line, and Clifford sneaks it through all of them up to Dripsky, who buries it on the breakaway. Make sure to punish them for that one.
It is 3-1 for the Germans, and the Czechs' hopes of advancing simmer down, but this game is not done. We still have 3 minutes of play.
The Czechs have missed a lot of prime opportunities so far in this game. A lot of backdoor chances in this third period alone, and they're going to be kicking themselves if they lose this game by a goal.
Quick shot off the draw, and that's what they need to do is just keep applying this pressure, get any type of opportunity they can. Here's Grimace. Can't quite get the shot he wants, and Angry Ginger Boy is able to clear that down. That's a prime opportunity for the Czechs that they need to bury closing in the third period.
Just add it to the list. Add it to the list. We're going to be looking back after this game that ends, 3-2 or something, and we're going to go 4 different opportunities for them to put this one away, and they're not doing it well here.
Dripsky with a much-needed face-off win there. He's able to get this one in deep, but the Czechs are able to clear it. They're coming the other way. Stopped at the line with a great play by Shug. Over the Perfect Nut, and another aggressive poke check by Angry Ginger Boy. He's able to clear this the other way to Dripsky. Dripsky just whiffs on it. Able to get it in deep, but that's not what he wanted to do there.
It's an aggressive play from the German goaltender, and it pays off for him. It's a great move.
Big hit there by Freezy 310 there to separate Grimace from the puck. Germany able to get another stoppage. Looks like they're going to try to get Clifford on for this defensive face-off. Freezy 310 has just been laying the body in this third.
Hey, that's another rookie like you out there, and gotta make a name for yourself somehow, and he's chosen to play physical.
Clifford right off the draw with a breakaway. And he buries this one with his signature P4 top corner shelf. Is this going to be the dagger?
I would say it likely is. That is the second goal in a row. A costly mistake from the Czech defenders there. Grimace pinches at the point on that loose puck, and Clifford's just a little faster, pokes it through the legs, gets a breakaway, and the Czechs just keep making the same mistakes.
Quick shot off the draw and a rebound. Another save by Ninja Chop Drew. I mean, he's been amazing tonight.
Getting left out to
None
dry
of this
a
is
little bit.
his fault. It sucks. But here's Grimace the other way. Quick shot, saved by Angry Ginger Boy. Rebound. Perfect Nut on it, but he can't get the shot off. Clifford's there. But a broken stick shot off the crossbar, rebound to Grimace. Dripsky is able to get this one away. Just a minute 25 to go. The Czechs' hopes are just going down and down.
And Shug Shug appears to be missing a skate blade at center ice. He's a little bit stranded out there, and no one's helping him. Oh, what a save! Oh my god!
Double post! Oh my god! And we got a too many men penalty.
Wait, did he save that though? I don't think that was post. I think that hit him. I think that hit Ginger. Oh my gosh. I was too absolutely baffled by that play. I completely missed the replay. What just happened? Is there too many men? Who's that on? What even happened there?
There's a too many men call. Looked like Shug lost a skate blade and tried to get off the ice, and someone looks like they tried to get on, and West was just like not happening with a minute to go in the third. It looks like they might get another penalty here.
He's got a blade back in.
He's gonna get off the ice.
Oh my
Clifford
gosh!
winning this face-off, and Aloyde is gonna take a penalty right off the draw. We're going to 2-on-2.
That's
like that can't happen.
What is happening here? That's the second time that the Czechs have done that. Just throwing a blatant like cross check off the draw and taking a bad penalty, like in the offensive zone too. Like Kiat did it earlier. You can, brush it off a little bit. That's a rookie learning the game a little bit. But Aloydia, you can't take that. Ooh,
quick shot off the post. And here comes Grimace the other way. I mean, this could benefit the Czechs. It is an opportunity here, but a little bit of lag here, and that's not going to count, surely.
A little bit of lag. I think every player on the ice except for Shug Shug just simultaneously lagged out. And it would appear that Shug Shug has hooked his computer up to the server stack in Dallas.
Shug Shug does have NASA.
And he's playing from the server room, and that is why he's the only one who did not crash right there. And I believe both of these will come back. They're just waiting for... Oh. Even I got kicked. I think the server went down there.
Oh, and they're going to go right now before the face-off even starts. Wow. Emotions are high right now. Grimace able to win this draw, trying to get around Clifford. Doesn't quite. It's going to go the other way, but Grimace able to get this one deep. Shug gets around Aloydia. Quick shot. Aloydia tries to get another one off his own rebound. Not quite, though. Just going to bounce back and forth. Clifford's going to try to clear this, but Grimace is able to get a piece on it. And the Czechs are just doing whatever they can. Quick shot on net. Glove down. It's dropped out. 18 seconds to go. Aloydia with another shot. Saved by Angry Ginger Boy. He's had an incredible night, too.
He has been outstanding for the Germans, doing everything they need him to, making some incredibly tough saves along the way, and for a guy stepping in for his first start between the pipes, it's, you know, you really can't ask for anything else.
And I guess we can't talk about goalies, because right off the draw, Aloydia is going to bang this home, and it's just every time we talk about goalies, they get scored on.
Well, that one didn't change much. Still 4-2, and gonna be hard pressed for the Czechs to pull this one back in 9 seconds. But
we've seen it. We've seen it happen. It could happen.
Not impossible.
It's not happening.
I mean, probably not. No, but.
And that's gonna do it. The Germans are going to move on to the semifinals, and they are going to play Canada. And that's going to do it. 4-2 is the score. Czechia gave all they could, but they couldn't get it done. Germans able to take their revenge, and they're moving on. We'll be right back for USA and Switzerland. That's our Crafted Kings pick of the night. Thank you for watching. My name is BirdoXD, and I was joined by Cookie